4 villains, 3 fights, 1 winner. Pain, Sukuna, Madara, Blackbeard. Match 1. Pain, 6 Paths vs. Ryomen Sukuna. Can Pain throw Sukuna into the sky with planetary devastation? Or does Sukuna slice the map before Pain can even blink? Pain's toolkit, fast. Deva Path gives him push, Shinra Tensei, and pull, Bansho Tenin. After using it, there's a cooldown, at least 5 seconds, longer after massive blasts, documented in Narutopedia from the Konoha event. 5 seconds is an eternity against a speed monster. His big move is Chibaku Tensei. Launch a small black core, everything gets dragged in and compacts into a rock satellite. The clean counter in Naruto is simple but hard. Destroy the core while it's forming. The suction even helps aim because your strongest attacks get pulled toward that point. Sukuna's problem set. Malevolent Shrine. Instead of a closed bubble, it creates a wide-open kill zone around Sukuna. Inside that zone, his slashes auto-hit. One type tuned to cut living targets, the other tuned to shave down everything else. JJK Wiki notes an effective radius of roughly 200 meters thanks to the binding vow. There's no wall to break. The practical way to stop it is to hurt Sukuna enough that he can't keep it active. What about Krita Path absorbing stuff? Krita absorbs chakra-based techniques, even Sage Chakra. But if you pull too much natural energy the wrong way, you start turning to stone. We've seen that happen. That's great versus Naruto-verse Chakra. It's not proven against cursed energy, so banking on Krita to eat Sukuna's technique is a gamble. How the fight actually plays out. Pain opens with summons to scout and overwhelm. Sukuna treats them like warm-up targets. Deva Path fires off a big Shinra Tensei to clear space. It works, and then that 5-second timer starts. Sukuna uses that window and drops Malevolent Shrine. Now the ground itself is hostile. Human Path needs touch-up for a soul rip. That's not happening in a storm of auto-slashes. Pulls and pushes still exist, but each one restarts the cooldown, and Sukuna can time his pressure right after each use. Pain's win path is Chibaku Tensei before the shrine spins up. If the core forms, Sukuna must shred it immediately while debris stacks around him. He has the output to try, but he has to reach that moment first. Verdict? Sukuna wins 8 out of 10. Pain can steal it with a fast Chibaku Tensei, but once the shrine is active, the multi-body micromanagement becomes a weakness, and Deva's cooldown keeps giving Sukuna fresh openings. Match 2. Madara Uchiha vs. Ryomen Sukuna. Unlimited swagger meets the worst curse alive. Can Sukuna's kill zone carry, or does Madara win with tools Sukuna can't even sense? Madara's Nightmare Kit. Limbo. Shadow clones that act in a hidden layer right next to the real world. Most fighters can't see or feel them. Naruto needed 6 Paths Sage Mode to sense them. Sasuke needed Rinnegan to see them. Limbo hits you, blocks from Madara, and messes with your timing while you're staring at empty air. Truth-seeking orbs, floating black orbs that Madara shapes into shields and blades. On contact, they erase most ninjutsu and can disintegrate what they touch. There's a known exception in Naruto. Natural energy can overcome that effect. Either way, they're deadly as armor and as weapons. Add Rinnegan push-pull to throw off balance, perfect Susanoo for huge defense and reach. And the meteor drop that everyone remembers. Madara layers threats and waits for you to slip. Sukuna's angle. He still has Malevolent Shrine and brutal single-target output, but Limbo isn't standing in the normal lane. Those hidden hits shove and grab from a place Sukuna doesn't have feats interacting with. That breaks the clean auto-hit everything in range story. Meanwhile, Madara can park orb shields in front, shape orb spears to punish, and walk forward behind them. Sukuna adapts fast. We've seen him tweak his cuts and learn mid-fight, but this matchup isn't just about power. It's timing and awareness. Limbo keeps tapping him off rhythm, and the orbs force respect anytime he tries to close. Also, remember, you don't pop Malevolent Shrine by breaking a shell. You end it by hurting Sukuna. Madara is exactly the kind of opponent who can hit you hard through your best move. Verdict? Madara wins 7 out of 10. Limbo messes with Sukuna's reads. The orbs give Madara safe pressure, meteors and gravity keep the heat on. Sukuna can land a kill, but Madara's toolkit keeps dragging him into bad moments. Match 3. Marshall D. Blackbeard Teach vs. Madara Uchiha. Can darkness and earthquakes knock down a shinobi god? Blackbeard's receipts. Yami Yami Nomi, a darkness with gravity-like pull. Kurozu drags enemies into his hand. On touch, Blackbeard can turn off devil fruit powers while he holds you. We've seen him do it to Legias and to Luffy's rubber body. Gura Gura Nomi, the quake fruit. Shockwaves through ground, sea, and air. Sengoku outright says Whitebeard had the power to destroy the world. Whether you take that literally or not, the island-busting effects are real, and Blackbeard used them right after stealing the fruit. How that hits Madara. Yami's off switch is for devil fruits, not chakra. So no, Blackbeard doesn't turn off Limbo by touching Madara, but the pull still works. If Kurozu drags Madara's real body into a grab, Blackbeard can fire a Gura punch point blank. That shockwave doesn't care about pretty armor, it travels through the environment. Madara's counters are very real. Limbo disrupts Blackbeard from a layer he can't sense, making grabs harder to time. Truth-seeking orbs can be worn as armor and formed into blades. They punish close range. Rinnegan push-pull and speed make raw Kurozu setups less clean. Meteors force Blackbeard to defend and eat damage. But here's the hinge. You can't erase an earthquake. Orbs can block where they are and cut what they touch. A Gura shockwave is everywhere. It runs through ground and air. If Blackbeard gets that one filthy sequence, Kurozu, grab, Gura, the whole arena helps him win. If Madara stays disciplined, spacing, limbo pressure, orb blades, never giving up the grab, he can finish Teach clean. The problem is that Blackbeard is built to force a mess and tank pain while he sets it up. Verdict: Blackbeard, 6 out of 10, slight edge. Not because he turns off chakra, he doesn't, but because a forced grab into a quake lands damage that Madara can't fully delete. One clean clinch can swing the fight. Final scorecard: Pain vs. Sukuna. Sukuna. The open kill zone plus Deva's cooldown is too much. Pain can win with a fast planetary devastation, but he has to set it up early. Madara vs. Sukuna. Madara. Limbo breaks Sukuna's clean reads. Orbs and gravity give Madara safe pressure and real finishers. Blackbeard vs. Madara. Blackbeard, slight edge. Kurozu forces contact. Gura makes the stage itself punch with him. One grab can decide it. Think I'm wrong? Show the sequence. If Pain survives the shrine, tell me how. If Sukuna tags Limbo reliably, tell me when. If Madara never gets grabbed, show me the exact plan for 10 straight exchanges.